Chapter 4, simultaneous equations, is only linear equations. That's it. Chapter 15, you get quadratic equation in the mix. So, starting with linear equations, if you have y equals 5, 2 and 1. 14, and you have equals 11, for example. There are 3 ways of making this. 3 ways. The first one is by doing subtraction. You can subtract or you can add. So you decide which one you want to do. That's the first way. Subtract or add. Oh, sorry. No. So if I want to subtract or add these two, or these two have to be the same, or x or y, one of them have to be the same. So you're looking for the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. I'm starting with x. I'm doing x. It doesn't matter if you do y, you get to the same answer. So I'm looking for x. So I need to multiply 2 with a number and 3 with another number. So when I subtract them from each other, the answer is 0. I multiply this entire equation with 3. I multiply this entire equation with 2. So what do I get? 6x plus 21y equals 42. And then beneath I get 6x plus 4y equals 22. Yes, the x are the same. So what can I do? Subtract. I can subtract. When I subtract 6x from 6x, 0. So what am I left with? 21y subtract 4y equals 17y. And then 42 minus 22 equals 20. So 17 multiplied by something equals 20. Y equals 20 divided by 17. But that's just y. You still need to look for the x. So you need to take this y and place it here or there. You decide. Doesn't matter. So you do, I take the lower one, simpler. 6x plus 4. What was y again? 20 divided by 17. Equals 22. So you get 6x plus 80 divided by 17 equals 22. Basic algebra. And you continue. 6x equals 22. Subtract by 17. And then x equals, what's this? Just to make it easier, I don't want to work with fractions. And then x equals yes. Oh yes, 70. And the answer is 49 divided by 70. So x and y 70. When I place this x and this y in both of them, they give me the same answers. So when I place, let me just copy paste it. There we go. Yeah. That is one way. The other way of doing it is which one? If you have 2x plus 7y equals, what was it, 14? What is it? 11. You use substitution. What is substitution? You either separate, you make x the subject of the formula, of y the subject of the formula. Chapter 15. You can do it with either of them. What do I mean? I can say 14 and I make x the subject. So x equals, that is x. And what do I do with x? X is that. So what happens? It goes there. And then I make it. You get to the same answers again. Yes? It depends which one you get, you use one. Because if you get an exercise, for example, 2x plus 7y equals 14, and the other one is x plus 2y equals 10, it's best to just use substitution with this. Instead of doing multiply by 2 and the first one I did. It's easier to just say, well, x, just convert this to x equals 10 minus 2y. You'll be done much quicker in this example. You'll be done much quicker than the one I did before. So it all depends which one you get. Yes? So, simultaneous equations, 15 point, I think it's at 5. I think it's 15.5. You get quadratic equation. And there, the only thing you can do is use substitution. So for example, with the line then you can't do what I just did in the first time. You have to use substitution here. Obligated to do it. So you can either do it with this or with that. You decide. I say two x equals 10 minus, I am use 6 for easier numbers, minus 6y. So x equals 5 minus 3y. I made x the subject of the formula. So what do? I take this x, place it in that first one. So what do I get? 5 minus 3y squared, because that is x, plus 3y equals 14. Because that is x. And then this is special product, a minus b squared, and a minus b squared, you still remember it, which is 25 minus 30y plus 9y squared. Special product, a minus b squared. What is the special product? This is the special product from last year that you learned. Yes, a minus b squared. A squared, 5, 25. 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, multiplied by 3y is 30y. And then you get minus 3y squared is 9y squared. Equals 14. So 2 times 5 times minus 3y. And then all there is to do is solve it. You have 9y squared plus, negative, subtract 27y plus 25 equals 14. This is 15.5. I just rearranged them. Now, how do I find y? Equals 0. All right. And the thing we love to do the most in Form 4, ABC formula. Or else you cannot find the answer. ABC formula. And what is the ABC formula? ABC formula says you find the discriminant first. And what is the formula for the discriminant? It's on the paper as well. So on your CSEC exam, ABC formula is on the paper. Is b squared minus 4 times a times c. This is a, this is b, this is c. Nine squared minus 4 times negative 27 multiplied by 11. Yes. So 9 squared is what? 81. Subtract 4 times minus negative 27 times 11. Yes? Yes. Oh, sorry. Wow. Thank you. I'm getting old. B is minus negative 27. Negative 27. This is 8. This has to be 9. Yes. So 27 squared equals 729. 729 subtract 99 times 4. 396. This becomes, this is 3, 7, 3, 3. Hey, 333. Yes, those who have money today, place all your money in this number. Yes? And when you win 5 million, give all to me and I give back your 1 billion. Yes? Yes? The discriminant is 333. Normally the answer would be x, x1 and x2, but in this case we don't have x, we have y. So your y equals minus b divided by 2 times a, or two times a. This formula is in the cover sheet of your exam. You just have to know how to use it. So y1 equals, b is negative 27, so this becomes 27. Add the square root of 333 divided by 2 times 9. 2 times 9? Yes. Or y2 equals yes? Sorry? What is negative? The formula is minus b. So it's negative 27, which is positive. Yes? Not me, CXC. No, this is me explaining it to you. If I were to make it, I would make it extremely quickly. This is me explaining it to you. So, y1 equals $2.5. Let's leave it there. Or $0.5. 0.5. Wow. So we are now half done. I only know y. I still need to know x. Oh, this is why. No, some cases you can just place into brackets. This is chapter 15.5. These exercises, 15.5. And then, what do you have to do? Place your y. Place your y here. Or there. You decide. Y is either 2.5 or 0.5. Yes. So you place it back in the second one. 2x plus 6y equals 10. So which y? You use both. It doesn't matter which one. No, you use both. You have 2x's and 2y's. So 2x plus 6 times 2.5 equals 10. So 2x plus, this is 12 plus 3 is 15 equals 10. 2x equals minus 5. So x is minus 2.5. Oh, because y. Y, there it is, y. I made x the subject of the formula. Chapter 15. Or you have to answer the second one. Three and a half. Wow, delicious. Something like this should take you about 4 minutes in a C60 exam. 4 minutes or less. Or less. Yes, all what I did here. Yes, starting from here, this all the way to the bottom. 4 minutes. They're both correct. But you can do that if you have the time. Yes, Indomar has a question. Matrix.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you work out the products?
Multiply them with each other.
So there's a part of
7 times 3, then 4 times minus 5.
5 times.
No. You have to know first. Matrix multiplication. Three minus 3. Oh, this is the inverse. Minus 4 minus. Oh.
What inverse deal?
This is the identity. Minus 5 at the bottom. Oh, yeah. This is the identity. This is the identity. Remember, you switch the diagonals, put negative on the other diagonals. This is the identity. Anyway, how to multiply? The first thing is you have to ask yourself, can they be multiplied? That's the first question, because they can ask you those questions as well. Can these be multiplied? You have CSAC exam questions. They give you, for example, 3 or 4 different matrices. And then they ask you, can these two be multiplied? So the first question is, can they be multiplied? This is a 2 by 2 matrix.
Yeah.
This is also a 2 by 2 matrix. So these two need to be the same. Where are we? The columns have to match the rows of the second one.
Okay.
The columns of the first have to match the rows of the second one, or else they cannot be multiplied.
It doesn't matter if it's minus.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yes? And then your answer is going to be rows, columns, because you can get different ones. So you have to know what your answer has to become as well. So your answer will also become a 2 by 2. Now you know what you have to do. So, what is it? Rows times columns. So 7 multiplied by 3 at 4 multiplied by minus 5. That is the first one. That is the first one of the second one. That's the first. Then you go to the right hand side. Same thing. 7 times minus 4 at 4 times 7. And you go to the bottom. 5 times 3 at 3 times minus 5. That's left bottom. The right bottom. 5 times minus 4 at 3 times 7. And that is how you continue. Bam, 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 and then until you get the answer. 21 minus 9. Then is 15 minus 15. Negative 28. Minus 9 plus 21.
Let's see the bit of zero.
This becomes 8, 12, 0, 0, 12. You can just look at the answers online. YouTube. Yes. Do not forget. Deadline SBA. 6 November. After 6th of November, I repeat again, do not come with questions. I shall not answer them.
I can have as many graphs as more than
Yes and no. Because if you place graphs and they're pointless, what's the point? It's not about, or like this. When making this paper, you will be doing the exact same thing in college. Or if you go to Cape at Cape. The thing about the paper is you should be able to analyze all the data that you use. So if you place 50 graphs, guess what you have to analyze? 50 graphs.
different ages to different graphs. So we give the graph of each one, we need to make a single item. All the graph, we need to make this item.
You will make it very complicated. You just place all the ages with the question. Like, let's say the question was, how many hours do students spend studying? Right? And you put age, 14, 15, 15 it up, and then you take Age 14, 15, 2 hours, 15, 16, and then you analyze it. Okay, I noticed that the girls in Form 1 study more than the girls in Form 5. Yes? The boys in Form 2 study double the amount than Form 4. Yes, that's how you analyze. You just need one graph and you can analyze everything in that same graph. Yes? You don't have to analyze everything, just key things that you can notice. Oh, the two are the same. Oh, I noticed that these two are the same. Oh, I noticed that female are the most. Oh, I noticed that Form 1 studies the least. Yes, stuff like that. Things that you can notice immediately. Not every single thing.
Eu queria poder ser você do Gaussian to method of collecting data.
Which green habits? What are green habits?
Recycling, conserving energy.
The title, change it into a, how do we say, a non-question. Green habits of students between the ages of 13 and 18. Introduction, or something about introduction. Use the purpose of this SBA. The purpose of the SBA. When placing introduction as well, how can I explain it better? Use sentences without giving opinions throughout the paper, unless in conclusion or discussion of findings. The purpose of SBA is about researching green habits of students between the ages of 13 and 18. Due to the fact that we are living in a world that embraces environment and green habits, some wording has to be changed to become more, as they say in good English, eloquent, more of a higher level. Yes? Yes, so the introduction, you pose a question, and at the end, you state what you hope to find. So for example, we know it's about the preference of students between the ages of 13 and 18. And then you say, with our findings, we hope to analyze what the students, what green habit students use the most to improve the environment. Yes, you hope to find that. And then in your conclusion, you go back to the introduction. Let's say everyone recycles. Yes? Oh, looking at all the students from ages 13 and 18 recycle, the school can maybe create something, what's the guy called again? Got the name. You know the statues of Chichi? Something like that with recycling, right? So you just give the answer in your conclusion based on your findings. So change the wording a little bit, and then place at the end what you think you're going to find. Yes? But it's okay. Little collection is also okay. Don't worry about the names of the schools. They'll say different high schools. Yes?